Hi, everybody. I hope you had a good week. I know a lot of you already watched the earlier brief lecture that I posted earlier this week before you turned in your very first paper for this class, your literacy narrative. Some of you have not yet turned that in, and I did put a 0 in the grade book if you didn't turn it in. So if you have a 0, that is the reason why. And you should email me, get in contact with me if you plan on making that up in any way or you want to talk with me about it. I did post just now the quiz and the link for you to turn the quiz in. There is a quiz, if you check our calendar, that is due this Sunday. And remember, I always post the quiz about 48 hours before it's due. So we're right around that time. It is not due until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. Now, you'll also notice that I posted in this week's folder a grammar PowerPoint called Comma Splices and Fused Sentences. So I would like you to read that PowerPoint carefully. If you are still confused about what fused sentences and comma splices are after reading it, you can always go to Purdue OWL. If you type the word Purdue, Purdue, and then the word OWL, OWL, it stands for Online Writing Lab, you'll be directed to probably the most famous and most thorough writing lab associated with universities and also that everybody can use. It's been around for probably 25 years. And so you'll be able to get lots of information on everything in this class, but in particular, if you're struggling with comma splices and fused sentences. Comma splices in particular are things I've noticed on many people's papers, not just your rough drafts, but your final copies. A comma splice is an error, so be sure you read about that, and you can always let me know if you have any questions too. So the quiz is in a different format than what you're used to with the first two quizzes. It is not multiple choice. It is actually 10 sentences that you are correcting. There are 2 parts to the correction, and of course I've put all of this in the quiz itself, but the first part is to name whether the sentence is fused or a comma splice. And the second part is then to actually correct the sentence and write out the sentence completely or type it out. So what you'll do is you'll download the quiz. And once you download the quiz, you'll enable editing. You can put your name on the top, and then you'll just put the answers below the sentences. If that format doesn't work for you, please let me know by email, and I will accept other kinds of formats if that's what you have to do. But the idea is to answer whether it's a fused or comma splice sentence and then correct it properly. That's due Sunday. Let me tell you about next week. We're starting our next unit, which is evaluation. And we're getting into writing papers with thesis sentences. Our final 2 individual papers and your final project of the semester are going to be revolving around analysis and argument. So we are not starting the unit officially until Monday, but you're welcome to start reading the chapters that are on our calendar for week 6. So it is chapter 16, which is evaluations. I'm not sure if that's the same chapter in the different volume. I think chapter 16 is for the 5th edition. I can't remember what chapter it is, but it's still called evaluations. And then there are a couple of other smaller chapters to read that go along with evaluations. So the kind of strategies that you'll use when you write an evaluation. And that is defining and then beginning and ending and guiding your reader. So that's what you can get started on with reading. There will be a journal due on Wednesday. So by Monday, I'll go ahead and put the journal topic. I did finish grading your journal number 2. So you can check your grade on that for sure. And I think we're caught up at this point with everything. So let me know once again if you have any questions. I hope you have a great weekend. It's supposed to be nice outside, so maybe you can get outside and do something. I know I'll be working. Maybe you guys will be working too. So, again, the quiz is due on Sunday night, and then we'll get into our next chapter on Monday. Bye-bye.